Nowadays, starting out in Fortnite is really hard, but today I'm going to be showing you 3 things that I wish I knew when I was a beginner. Make sure you keep watching until the end to find out the one that'll change the way you play forever. But starting out with number 1 that a lot of beginners actually overlook, getting your loadout sorted. When I started in Chapter 4 Season 1, my dream loadout was the Red IAR, Twin Mag SMG, DMR, Chug Splashes, and Shockwave Hammer. None of these are bad weapons by any means, but they did not belong in a loadout together. Nowadays I carry a shotgun for close range fights, an SMG or AR as a spray weapon, a heal, DMR or sniper in the 3rd slot, a heal in the 4th, and a mobility item in the last slot. I have a shotgun in the 1st slot, so that way I'm one click away from my SMG, so I can do 100 damage with the shotgun before then switching to my SMG to finish out the fight. Where on the other hand, I can switch to my mobility in one click if I need to run away. You should have an AR as your spray weapon when you start out, since it's easier to hit opponents from further away if you compare to an SMG. You should have 1 healing item for health and 1 for shields. Ideally these heals only take 3 seconds or less, so you can pop them in mid-fight. But the main thing I want you to take away from this section is that shotguns are absolutely essential, almost as important as Part 2, Building. In your first games, build mode and zero build will be almost the exact same. Because of skill-based matchmaking, you'll be put in games with other new players. Due to this, learning to build correctly will give you a huge advantage over your opponents. Building lets you dictate the entire tempo of a fight and puts the best builder in control. Some great examples of effective building mechanics are 1x1 boxes and the wall take. Starting with boxes. If someone attacks you, build a box like this one and edit the pieces so you have what's called a peek on your opponents. From there you can shoot at them and hide behind your wall. If you're the one attacking first, try to open the fight with a bit of damage on your opponents by using something like a sniper or even your spray weapon. After that, try to run over to them, and if they haven't boxed up, take advantage of that and deal more damage. If they do box up however, then this is how the wall take comes into play. Pickaxe or preferably shoot the wall to break it. I recommend having a cover like this one between you and the wall in case they edit it. When you do break the wall, immediately replace it with your own wall. This means you can edit it open and take shots at your will before closing again. Now you might be wondering, why does Cypher PK look so much like Dominic Soboslai? Oh, and also how you're going to do these edits, which is perfect, since it means you're looking to learn from this video and you're most likely a beginner who hasn't played much, or even at all. So I'll explain how to practice these in the next section. But for now, let me show you some ways to build that aren't only used in fights, starting out with the ramp rush. The concept of the ramp rush is simple. You build a staircase while at the same time running up your creation and into the sky. Of course, I'd only recommend doing any of these types of ramp rush for a short amount of time, otherwise this might happen.
It was at this moment he knew he messed up.
Yes, as Socrates once famously said, if you're not careful when ramping up, you're going to be shot out. However, a great way to lower the chances of this happening is to sprint in between ramps. This way, not only will you spend less time in a risky situation, but you'll also get to where you want to go faster as a bonus. Another way to ramp rush is by building 2 ramps simultaneously side by side. This is called the double ramp rush. It makes it harder to shoot you out because your opponent has to break 2 builds instead of 1. And our third and final ramp rush technique, let me introduce you to the advanced ramp rush. Now, as the name suggests, this will take a bit of practice to master, but what this essentially is that it's like a regular ramp rush, but you also place a floor on a wall with every ramp. This is by far the hardest to shoot out, as it is possible to send it to the ground by breaking the floor and ramp, but more often than not your opponent will be at an angle where they'll have to break all 3 pieces. So anyway, now that that's over, it's time to talk about how to practice all the things I just showed you. Part 3, Practicing Creative. I have over 400 hours on Fortnite, but I wouldn't be anywhere near as good as I am now if I never played creative. And I don't mean actual creative, I mean fan-made map that Epic didn't help make. You won't get match practice in playing Tycoons though. You will learn investment strategies, but who needs that? Seriously though, the best practice maps are found on the warm-up tab. You should spend 15 to 20 minutes warming up for every hour you have. You don't have to spend more than an hour warming up if you decide to spend more than 4 hours playing, but you probably shouldn't be on that long anyway. Like seriously, go touch grass. My favourite warm-up maps are the aim at a piece ones, since they have everything in one map, especially if there's a mechanic section. Try to make the most use of these edit courses as possible, as once you learn to do all the important edits, you'll be a step ahead of anyone who hasn't. And with that, we're finished the video. Make sure to comment any questions you might have, as I'd love to answer them in a future video. If you enjoyed the video, subscribe so you don't miss any of my videos in the future, and I hope this one helped. Bye!